This is a one-of-a-kind battle. 3 unknown chefs.
I'm just a private chef, but winning this takes me to the next level.
Compete over 2 rounds. Your time starts now. Their goal? To impress one culinary master.
I'm trying to impress you.
I appreciate that. Chicken got hammered a little bit.
Yeah. Tonight, it's the legendary master, Eric Greenspan.
Master Eric is the best, and it's very intimidating.
I feel like you're BSing me a little bit.
At stake, the opportunity of a lifetime, an apprenticeship with the master.
To work with Master Eric would take me as a chef to the next level.
The master will hand select only one chef.
Chef, careful you don't burn this fish.
And for the first time ever, the judge will come out from behind the table. Because to win this chance of a lifetime, they'll have to beat the master first.
You've got to be kidding me.
This is man versus master chef battle. Tonight's master proves that a chef can find success following their passions. Classically trained under master French chef Alain Ducasse, this master's culinary style runs the gamut, from his critically acclaimed mare to his fan-favorite grilled cheese restaurant. Tonight's master is the always endearing and quite talented master, Eric Greenspan.
Chef Blaze.
Master Greenie.
Good to see you.
Eric Greenspan was really clued in at the beginning of the fast casual movement, and now it's a movement that has taken over the entire country.
Eric Greenspan, you name a level of cooking and he can bring it.
My philosophy on food is it's about a full sensual experience. It's about taste, smell, sights, immersion into kind of all of the senses. I always tell cooks, don't chase the money, chase the experience. And the only way that you can achieve greatness is by working for greatness. How's it going, guys?
Great, how are you?
Really good.
So, Master Eric, what inspired your signature style?
I've trained with some of the best chefs in the world. David Boulay, Alain Ducasse, Ferran Adrià El Bulli. And all of these people, I've taken a little something from each one of them to kind of create my own culinary voice.
All right, Master Greenspan is happy to be here, and you know all about him. Now it's time for you to tell him a little bit about yourselves.
Brian Rowe from Bethesda, Maryland. Been cooking for 18 years. I grew up in the kitchen. My family owned a restaurant, so I spent more time in a restaurant than I did at my house.
Nice.
I'm Chef Carina Lampkin. I founded Blackbird Kitchen in 2012, and I just sold my shares to my partners last week.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, because I'm ready to come and work for you.
My name is Chef Kevin Levine. I'm executive chef of Scatori's Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I love to play with food, taking risks.
What's the riskiest risk you've ever taken in the kitchen?
Chocolate-covered shrimp, a dessert course.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
Chef Brian, Carina, and Kevin, tonight you're competing for the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to stage with your idol. Now, as you know, a stage in the culinary world is an apprenticeship and the chance to learn from a true master. Chefs, the rules are simple. Over 2 rounds, you're going to compete against each other. If you lose, you go home. Only one of you will be hand-selected by the master and be deemed worthy of his mentoring. But here's the catch. If the master selects you, you'll have to go head-to-head against him. To win the stage, you must beat the master. A master's signature dish is one that reflects their personal style. These are the dishes that made them a master. Under this cloche is a dish that, quite simply, made Eric Greenspan famous when he won the 2008 Grilled Cheese Invitational. Tonight's signature dish is
Raisin bread and taleggio grilled cheese sandwich. Apricot caper puree, oven-dried tomatoes, arugula, and braised beef short ribs.
So tonight we want you to show us your inspiration as you make a dish that's going to wow Master Greenspan using short rib.
Short rib.
They thought they were making cheese
You
sandwiches, didn't they?
were totally thinking cheese.
That's what they thought.
I was thinking.
I was thinking that too. You are a bad man, Richard Blaze.
So Master Eric, what is it about short ribs that you love?
I mean, I love short ribs because it takes to the flavor of how it's cooked so well. It can go highbrow, but at the end of the day, it's a peasant cut. It's meant to please the soul.
You have 45 minutes to create a dish that features short rib. When your cook time is over, Master Eric will decide which 2 chefs move along in the competition. Your time starts now. 45 minutes, not a lot of time. You gotta cook it. Right
Yeah,
off
you
the
gotta
bat.
get moving,
Chop it
man.
up small. I mean, what would you do? 45 minutes.
To be honest with you, in this environment, I would go pressure cook, but I would have a backup plan.
Of course.
So if it didn't work, I had something else.
I am going to do a cold preparation because I don't think anyone else is thinking about doing that. A carpaccio is a raw preparation. Very, very thinly sliced meat, then usually something else on the plate to kind of elevate the meat that's on the plate. I started in the kitchen really young. My family-owned restaurant in Annapolis, Maryland. It was a seafood restaurant. It was very, very touristy, but not very challenging. I finally figured out around 18 or 19 that I wanted to be a real chef. I've yet to achieve the level of cooking that I'd like to achieve. I want to win a stage with Master Greenspan because I think that I would learn to hold myself and carry myself as a master chef.
So the slicer got me excited, but if that's where we're going with that,
That's my fear. Is like, is it going to be cooked into a sandwich or cooked into anything?
if it's
like,
gonna
cooked, cooked, because if it's carpaccio,
then it has to be razor thin.
I'm using this a thicker steak because I'm gonna make a beautiful succotash. I'm gonna set that right on top, and I'm gonna do a surf and turf. I'm gonna really nicely sear a scallop, put that on top. I'm browning my short rib before I put them in the pressure cooker because there is just not enough time to get a 3-hour braise done in 45 minutes. I'm currently leaving my restaurant that I founded. I poured my whole heart into this restaurant, and I got a great business education, but the operational stress really hampered my creativity. And so my plan is to explore my creative voice and find some new mentors and find some inspiration and start all over.
On Carina station, there's a lot going on, and that pressure cooker is going to be the key. You can't see inside of it, so until she opens it up, you don't know what you got in there. Do you have enough liquid? Is it burnt? Is it cooked at all? Is it too much liquid?
God, I
You just
hate that
don't know.
anxiety.
I am gonna be making a short rib gravy and risotto. And the gravy will begin shortly. After graduating culinary school, my father passed away. I was extremely close to my father. I went up to visit him in the hospital, and he said, "There's my chef." I talked to him, and that was the last words he said to me. So it just stuck in me. So I have it on my arm. Is why I'm gonna win and continue making him proud every single day. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Oh, short rib gravy. I love the word gravy. Do we share that affinity for the word gravy? Yes.
Not just the word, actually, but the
The actual.
but the stuff.
The stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little fig balsamic and turbinado sugar reduction. While my balsamic's reducing, I'm gonna start on my pickled mushrooms, fresnos, and onions. I have to choose my ingredients really carefully to get as much flavor on this plate with the carpaccio as possible without overwhelming everything else. So I'm gonna pickle the fresnos, red onions, and chanterelles in a little bit of champagne vinegar.
This guy's super chill.
He's moving at a snail's pace.
Hey, Kevin,
Yes,
what are you doing over there?
I'm doing short rib gravy.
Of course you are.
Because gravy comes from the heart, baby.
Does.
What you doing over there?
Making sexy food.
Yeah. What's your gut tell you?
Well, half tells me I'm an idiot. The other halfway tells me I'm brilliant. So we'll see what happens.
You boys are in trouble. Big trouble. Snap. I'm going to serve my short rib with a seared scallop on a summer succotash. A succotash is primarily like a vegetable melody with being corn forward, and so easy, so delicious, and it's gonna take me home for the win.
All right, so right now I have a little beef and chicken stock. That's going to be for my risotto. I cook risotto every single day. I'm gonna blow chef away with that. For my garnish, I'm gonna take roasted red peppers, I'm gonna put them in the food processor, and I'm gonna make a coulis out of it. I'm gonna let that reduce, bring out all of the liquid in it. So when I paint it on the plate, it'll just stay right there.
Brian, how are you doing? You seem incredibly calm over here. What is the dish you're making?
I'm gonna do a cold preparation, a little short rib carpaccio.
Short rib carpaccio.
Never really seen anybody do it. I figure I'd shave it really, really thin to play off the fat, the rich.
Just doesn't look like there's a lot going on here, Chef.
There's not, but I think that if I put enough flavors on it and I do it the right way, I think it's gonna come through what I'm trying to show.
Master Greenspan loves big flavors, so good luck.
Gotcha, thank you, Chef. I think it's very important to show Master Eric that I'm very creative and I can think outside the box. That's why I'm gonna go so far outside the box with this first dish.
Okay, so Chef Carina, what is going on in the pressure cooker?
In there, we have a chicken stock. Threw some fennel in there to clean up the flavor.
Okay.
Some porcini mushroom.
Wow,
to,
okay.
You know, give it
Sure.
the earthy flavor.
All right.
And we're hoping it's done in time.
Hey, Master
seared scallop.
Greenspan, what are your thoughts on pressure cookers?
The concern is that if it's in there long enough. At this point, ain't no turning back, so
No.
she's just gonna have to keep pushing ahead.
17 minutes remaining. That's not a lot of time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chef Kevin, so what's going on over here? Oh, my God, are you making risotto?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm doing a little boursin cheese risotto.
And this is a dish you've made before?
Not all of it combined.
Hey, Master Eric Greenspan.
Yes, sir.
We're making risotto with a French creamy cheese.
Interesting.
And then we're making a short rib gravy to serve with that risotto.
Texturally, that sounds bushy.
I gotta think of something. If it's not done right, I'm gonna be gone home. They're concerned about texture in my dish. You know what? I'm gonna fry it. That way, I'll have something crunchy on the plate. But hey, I'm frying the risotto.
You're gonna fry the risotto too? Okay, time just flies here. Good luck.
I have 5 minutes left, and I need to cool down my risotto so I can form it into cakes. Then I've still gotta bread it and fry it. And now I'm running out of time. This is a train wreck.
When I sear my scallop, it's heavy salt, like all the rest of my proteins. I throw that down in a very, very hot pan that I know is gonna impress Master Greenspan.
It's probably about as good as it's gonna get without actually freezing. The first slice, it's not right. It's too thick, it's not good. So now I just gotta go through here and figure out which pieces I wanna use. You saw I did a lot, pretty much everything I had.
All right, so right now I'm getting ready to make my risotto cake. So I'm basically flour, egg, panko. And for garnish, I'm gonna take some microgreens, flash fry them for crispness, and place them right on top. Got 2.5 minutes.
This is the first impression that I wanted to make with Master Eric.
Yum.
Got a beautiful dish that's perfectly composed and visually stunning.
I'm just thinking about the plating, you know? I feel like I have enough time because I did something cold that I should make sure the plating's sexy. Plus, I'm kind of a perfectionist, you know? This is gonna impress Master Greenspan because I'm pretty sure no one's ever done this before. Hit it with a little bit of the smoked salt. Perfect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking, grab your plates, head on over to the table.
I definitely think that there's a few more components that I could have added to this plate that would have elevated farther than what it is. But overall, I'm happy with what I've put out. Master Eric is definitely somebody who I look up to and whose opinion I really value.
All right, well, the story begins. Chef Brian, tell us about your dish.
So I decided to do a short rib carpaccio with some pickled chanterelle mushrooms, red onions, Fresnos, a little bourbon smoked salt, and some micro celery.
Pickled mushrooms is a nice touch. I love the heat of the chili. The smoked salt was a delicate touch, and I was not expecting that.
Thank you, Chef.
Tell me about the use of short rib. Why did you choose carpaccio?
Well, honestly, there's a pressure cooker. I don't think that's a true braise. I love the rich and the fattiness, and when I tasted that, it just melted on my tongue. I was like, that's what I want to do with it.
This melted on your tongue.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like you're BSing me a little bit. There's a reason why people haven't done carpaccio of short ribs before, because it's chewy as all hell. You didn't take a piece and put it in your mouth and it melted in your mouth, because this doesn't melt in your mouth, right?
This was such a stupid move. I just really hope that Master Eric appreciates that I went outside the box.
Chef Carina, tell us about your dish.
Okay. Braised short rib, which we did in the pressure cooker. I'm a seafood chef, so I had to tie in my story, which would be the seared scallop. And underneath it, summer succotash, some fresh summer corn, heirloom tomatoes. I smoked those to try to lend some more depth and complexity to the dish.
You went to work. The braising of the short rib was, I think, kind of necessary, but still bold, because you don't see it until it comes out, and you don't get the test to see if it's ready or not. And if it ain't ready, you blew it.
Was it ready?
It was ready.
Cool.
It's a little busy. And to me, the scallop seemed like you forced it. You did a lot.
I did. Well, I'm trying to impress you, you know.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
a big fan.
I appreciate that.
You too.
Thank you. No one's been a fan of me so far, so
That's not
I'm
true.
a huge fan of you.
thank you for finally admitting it.
I disagree with him that the scallop didn't fit, but I know that I nailed it because he inhaled the entire short rib. I'm feeling very confident that this is in the bag.
And Chef Kevin, what about your dish?
Today I made for you a deep-fried panko crusted herb and garlic cheese risotto cake with short rib gravy, drizzled with a little roasted red pepper reduction.
When you started this, were you planning on doing a rice risotto cake?
Absolutely.
You were?
100%.
You lied to me?
Not one bit. What am I gonna do? It's extremely important to stand by your food no matter what you do.
I actually would have thought it would have been a great audible. To me, it almost would have been more impressive because I love to hear that somebody's got, can take feedback. Frying was the right move. I just, for some reason, I thought that it was an on-the-fly call and a great one. How is this gravy? To me, it's more of a ragu and not the best use of short ribs, I would say. It didn't make the short ribs the star of the dish. They could have been cut more precise. They could have been ground, something done to kind of tender it, because 45 minutes outside of a pressure cooker is not enough time to cook a short rib at all.
This is not going as planned. I am screwed.
All right, well, Master Greenspan, as you know, only 2 chefs can move forward. I'm sure this is a difficult decision, but who's the first chef to advance?
So the first chef that's moving forward is Carina.
Thank you.
Carina, at the end of the day, it was a well-composed dish.
Thank
It
you.
was delicious. The short rib was treated with the respect that it deserved. I'd be remiss not to move you forward.
Awesome.
This round was an easy win for me, and I'm pretty confident that everybody else is going home.
Well, congratulations, Chef Carina. You'll be moving forward to the next round. Chef Brian, Chef Kevin, as you know, only one of you can advance. So, Master Eric, who's the next chef moving forward?
Both of these executions of the short rib were not the finest of choices.
I know I'm there with flavor and passion, but the pressure's building. Am I going home? Am I staying? What's going on? I took this crispy fish skin a little too far, and it went from crispiness to burnt. Let it come to temp. I know my skin is burnt, but I have a beautifully cooked piece of salmon. I know Chef's gonna like it. I'm gonna place my salad on top of the skin. Hopefully he won't notice.
We're just gonna do a quick sear on these veg. Only needs to cook for a couple minutes.
We're heading up on 2 minutes remaining.
Carina, you gotta check your fish, because if it's not right, you gotta make it right in 2 minutes, right?
Those are done.
Unfortunately, I left it in the oven a little too long, and the fish did overcook. But I continued to baste it anyway because I wanted all those essential oils and the butter on there, because that's really what tastes good.
See that? That's albumin. That's when the fish is starting to overcook. I would stop basting.
Right now.
To lose a seafood challenge as a seafood chef would be very embarrassing. But it looks like Chef Kevin's skin is toast. So I'm feeling very confident that I won this round.
20 seconds left. It all comes down to this, the opportunity of a lifetime.
Looks pretty to me.
Come on, come on, come on.
Ah ha ha.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking, grab your plates, head on over to the table.
I'm feeling a little iffy about serving this dish, but my saving grace is my polenta. It came out really good. As long as Master Eric can pass the burnt fish skin, I know I got this.
All right, so Chef Carina, Chef Kevin, you were asked to create a dish that featured the technique of crispy fish skin. At the end of this round, only one of you will advance. So, Chef Carina, what did you make?
I prepared for you a summer seared salmon with a sous vide, summer veg composed of asparagus, tomato, and mushroom with a basil oil and a New Mexican chili oil.
Skin looks pretty crispy from here.
Skin looks very crispy, actually. And unscored.
Ah, genius.
Thank you. The skin is crisped up excellently. The flavors are delicious. The fish is a little overcooked. I noticed a lot of that albumin kind of shooting out. And one of the things for me is about getting that skin crispy while maintaining that. And your squash is a little bit under.
I can't believe that. I overcooked the fish. It's really embarrassing. I wish it didn't happen. And I hope that the plating and the technique on the fish skin is enough to get me into the third round.
And Chef Kevin, what did you prepare?
Today I made pan-seared blackened salmon, white cheddar polenta with a Creole cream sauce, garnished with a little arugula salad, and a maple pancetta drizzle.
I was concerned about the cheese with the fish, and I was wrong. I think the sharpness of the cheddar with the grits works very well.
Thank you.
The fish is cooked, dead on. Nailed it. But the skin has to be crispy and not burnt. You can say blackened all you want. It's burnt.
Okay.
And it's not crispy. You know why it's not crispy? You put a salad on top of it.
If I have the opportunity to do it again, I definitely wouldn't put the salad on top. I'd rather perfect fish with burnt but crispy skin than burnt, soggy, perfect.
Carina, tell me about your restaurant. What was that
Blackbird?
experience all about? Yeah.
Blackbird's been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I've been there for about 5 years, and, you know, I'm just at a point where I want to go pursue a new dream. You know, sometimes the best thing to do in life is to start all over,
Yeah.
you know?
Kevin, talk to me. Tell me about your restaurant.
Family owned. My girlfriend's parents came out of retirement with the trust of myself as the chef, and knock on wood, we're at 8.5 years.
Right.
But now it's time to take Scatories to the next level and say thank you to
Right,
them, you
right.
know?
Well, I mean, Master Eric, it seems like it's an incredibly tough decision, and it's very close, but only one chef can move forward in the competition.
So it's a tale of two cities here. I've got one dish where the skin is crisp, perfect. The fish is overcooked. I've got one dish where the salmon is cooked perfectly and the skin is burnt and soggy. So it's close.
I really need this stuff. And I know I put out good food. So it's not my time to go.
The chef that's moving forward is Carina.
Thank you, Chef.
What it came down to me was trainability. I respect your confidence, but you were pretty stout to like, no, here's how I'm doing it, and here's how I do it. That's not what I need in a mentee, shall we say.
Heard. Sadly, Kevin, that means your time with our master has come to an end.
Thank you very much. To get this far and not make it to the opportunity to get this stage with him, now I gotta start from ground zero and hope somebody else out there gives me the opportunity to take it to the next level.
Well, look who's still here.
Hi.
So, I mean, you're here for a couple of reasons. You have a sense of poise about you, and it seems to me that you actively seek new knowledge.
Well, congratulations, Chef Carina. You're one step closer to the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to stage with Master Eric Greenspan. But now the challenge becomes really difficult. You have to go up against Master Greenie in the kitchen. Master Eric, you can grab your jacket, and both of you can head to your stations.
Good luck, Chef.
Thank you. Being selected a second time by Master Eric feels phenomenal, but this isn't an easy feat. I mean, going up against Master Eric would be like trying to sing with John Lennon, you know? Like, I'm a big fan of John Lennon, but I never want to sing with him.
You ready?
Yeah.
Do this.
All right.
Okay, so listen up. The two of you are going to be going head to head in a ferocious battle. And your dishes will be judged in a blind taste test by the one person that even a master struggles to impress. A food critic.
Ooh.
Our special guest tonight is an esteemed Los Angeles food critic and recently won a James Beard Award for his work in Los Angeles Magazine. Please help me welcome Bill Esparza.
I have a lot of respect for Bill. Bill's a very well-respected person in the Los Angeles food scene. He knows his stuff.
Bill, dressed to impress. I love it. Yes.
Thank you, Richard. Great to be here. As a food critic, I'm constantly on the hunt for new flavors, but I always take a pause for a great delicacy. If this item is on the menu, I gotta have it. So I would love to see your take on foie gras. I love all kinds of liver, but foie gras is the Cadillac of liver. It screams luxury.
Chef Carina, this is a dish that could change your life. It can give you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to stage with master Eric Greenspan.
I have some anxieties about making foie gras because I haven't worked with it very much before. If I can beat Master Eric in this challenge, it'll prove to him that I should be part of his team.
All right, well, Bill, because this is a blind taste test, you cannot hang out with me here, so we will see you at the end of the cook time.
Thank you very much, and good luck.
You have 30 minutes to create a dish that features foie gras. Your time starts now.
Chef, you're gonna have to share that bread with me, okay?
No problem. Here you go, Mama.
Thank you.
Traditionally, foie gras goes with fruit, so I'm immediately going to a sweet dish.
I'm going to do a creme fraiche ice cream, seared foie gras on top of brioche with an apricot sauce and frozen raspberries. I really need to step up my game and do something a little different than the master chef over there, because if I won and I got to work with this guy, it changed my whole life.
Master Greenspan,
What's up?
what are you making there, Hefe?
Hot seared foie and a fennel watermelon jam. And then we're gonna do a crispy brioche toast point that we're gonna crisp up in the foie fat once it's done rendering.
Interesting. So you're doing some hot foie with brioche and fruit, and guess what? Chef Carina is doing hot foie with brioche and fruit.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, traditional, right?
I was expecting maybe a little bit more, to be honest.
Don't get disappointed yet.
I'm a little disappointed, Chef.
I'm about to disappoint you.
Oh, that's the fire I like to hear.
I'm gonna compress these peaches with a little sugar.
Compressing fruit really pops out all of the color. At that point, I'll put them in the immersion circulator to soften them up a little bit because they were a touch too hard.
My watermelon jam is roasted fennel, and then watermelon, and then sugar, and then a splash of anise liqueur. That's gonna accentuate the anise flavor, and the roast on the fennel is gonna balance out through that sweetness from the watermelon, and I think it's a good one.
Hey, chefs, there's only 22 minutes left. 22 minutes remain.
So I grab my creme fraiche, I measure out my buttermilk.
This is the makings of a creme fraiche ice cream.
You're making ice cream?
I gotta show off,
Damn, girl!
you know?
Making
Savory
ice cream?
We got hot, cold, juxtaposition.
I add sugar, and I get those mixing.
Carina has pulled out the nitrogen. It's like the bat signal for me.
You're like a moth, you can't help it.
Okay, you're gonna freeze the ice cream base with the
liquid,
nitrogen.
right.
And that's how you're gonna freeze it in this time, this short amount of time.
Right.
Okay.
Let's hit these raspberries first.
Okay, so what are you gonna do there?
I want to smash them and turn them into like little droplets.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna
So
work.
that looks like enough, right? What do you think?
That's gonna
pretty
get
good.
them. Well, if you want to smash them, yeah. I mean, I probably would go a
for
little
good
bit more,
luck.
but I'm Richard Blaze.
I gotta bust out the big guns.
Well,
That guy's
Godspeed.
serious.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Master Eric Greenspan.
Hello, sir.
It is just an honor and a pleasure to be in the kitchen with you.
Thank you, sir.
Listen, it looks like Carina is applying a Richard Blaze strategy. When all else fails,
Freeze.
dump it all in liquid.
Yeah. It usually works is the thing.
So, chef, what are you doing with the foie gras?
I'm gonna just sear it.
Look at that. So you've done this before. I mean, you've worked with the masters of French cuisine. This is not a new ingredient for you, chef.
No, I've used foie gras quite a bit.
I'm gonna cut out brioche circles. These are gonna create a landing pad for our delicious foie gras.
My biggest concern about competing with Master Eric is that I don't have a ton of experience cooking foie gras. He has cooked in Europe, and he knows what he's doing. This is my first rodeo. I take advantage of the duck fat by sticking my brioche rounds in there to suck all that fat up and reinforce the flavor of the foie gras. As I'm working my creme fraiche ice cream, I notice that it's freezing up around the sides and it's giving me an undesirable texture.
Garden fresh salad.
The creme fraiche ice cream, it didn't turn into ice cream. A nice whip, but not an ice cream.
Consistency isn't fantastic, but we might be able to make some magic happen.
It's not going to come out in an ice cream texture like I want, but I'm hopeful that it'll stand on its own as a whip.
I'm just gonna keep mixing it and, you know, putting the good vibes in there. A lot of cooking, it's just vibes.
Carina, how you looking?
The ice cream did not turn out, so you're in luck.
I'd love for Carina to win, because I'd love to have her in my kitchen. I think she'd be an asset. I think it would be fun to teach her something. But I'm always gonna cook the best food that I can cook, because I'm not gonna put a plate of something not good in front of somebody. And if I do that, probably gonna win. Get plating, chef, you got a minute.
Ah!
I pull my bread out of the pan just before it burns, thankfully, and now it's time to plate. Where I played it safe in round 1 and 2, round 3, I did not play it safe. I've never made a creme fraiche ice cream before. I haven't made raspberry droplets before. I haven't cooked foie gras before. So everything on that plate was first time for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking, grab your plates.
Great plate.
And bring them over to this table.
I've worked so hard to get to where I am today, and now I'm shooting for the moon, and this is a moment to be proud of.
Best of luck to both of you. Let's welcome back our esteemed food critic, Bill Esparza.
You have foie gras.
I do have foie gras, lots. Bill, as you know, this was a blind taste test, so you have no idea which chef made which dish. On the left, this is a pan-seared foie gras, so hot foie gras. It's on a marmalade of watermelon and fennel. It's served with summer fruit, brioche, and garnished with some fennel seed.
I like the texture. It's usually presented a lot softer than this, but I like the sear on the outside. Really wonderful mix of flavors. The marmalade and the foie gras is a real classic. I love the added brightness with the fennel. There's some fruit there that isn't quite as present in the dish, but that texture is just really nice, really amazing.
It's a good dish, and you can tell. I didn't try to do too much. It's well balanced. I'm not concerned.
Over here, the dish to my right, we have a pan-seared foie gras as well. It's on some toasted brioche with an apricot jam, some peaches, raspberry, and some creme fraiche ice cream.
This is really nice, too. Lots of sweet on this plate. I love the technique used on the brioche. It's a little different. Excellent cooking on the foie gras, a little bit more of a classic sear. This really has a lot more fruit character to it. The sweet flavors almost overpower the foie gras, but you do get a balance. It's a different presentation, which I also enjoy.
I might have a chance here. The creativity was there, the composition was there. Perhaps I win. I don't know. But I got a shot.
All right, chefs, well, it comes down to this, the big moment. Chef Carina, Master Greenspan has hand-selected you as being the most worthy of potentially staging in one of his restaurants.
To work with Master Eric would be a dream come true. That's exactly what I want to do with my life.
All right, Bill, well, this is a tough decision. Which dish ultimately is the best?
The fennel foie has just amazing foie gras. The cooking of the foie gras itself is absolutely outstanding. And the sweet foie gras dish, it's got a wonderful balance. I love the indulging of the sweet flavors. Ultimately, I am choosing the fennel foie.
That's me. Sorry, chef. Great job. Master Eric Greenspan, good job. Congratulations, chef.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
An impeccable job.
Chef Carina, you've been a warrior all day long.
Thank you so much.
I felt like I had a chance at winning, but I missed the mark. I need to go lick my wounds.
Chef Carina, unfortunately, you don't win tonight, but you got to the last round. Out of all the chefs today, you were picked as the most likely to stage in Eric Greenspan's restaurant, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Carina made a good impression. You can't teach somebody ethic, and you can't teach somebody poise, and you can't teach them confidence or humility. And she has those. And so that's all she needs.
I didn't win, but I got to rub elbows with the stars today, and they were impressed with my work, so I am winning. What does the future hold for me? I don't know, but I am so excited to find out.
Awesome, Chef.
Look at that. You're sweaty, too.
It happens.
A little sweaty. Yeah. What happened?